Hi, this is Sergeant Beast Larson. I'm going to talk about a taser failure from an officer-involved incident. This is up Eagle Point, Oregon. Okay, the original call, the officer sees the man on the street. I'm just not going to play 3 minutes of walking footage. The man walks to a burger joint. He's at the door. Officer giving him instructions, and he ignores him and goes in the door. Now, there's no audible. There's a lot of cussing and bad language. Everybody's heard that. We don't need to hear that. The point of this is the taser, the closeness of the taser, some officer safety issue. Now remember, there's been no contact yet, so he's not been pat searched. Let me show you what happens. The man did quickly walk to the restaurant, goes right to the back to the bathroom. So the officer is already, suspicious, as when he opens the door, you're going to see the officer has a taser in his hand. See the hand here in just a second. And the man, see, there's the taser. The man now washed his hands, now he's drying his hands. Remember your reactionary gap, 4 to 6 feet. If you got a taser at 7 feet, you have 1 foot of spread. So you need to keep your distance. Look how close he lets this man get to him. He's way too close for a taser, and he's got a baggy jacket on, a loose jacket. So the taser prongs aren't going to make direct connect with the body. The taser may not be the best thing to have in his hand right now. See, he's still close. There are 2 officers here. There's a cover officer. Reaches behind, gets his ID, steps too close. See, he's already pushed it to taser and pushed him back. Second time. Now here's a third time. Then he tases him. Remember I said about the jacket? It's not affecting him. That's why he's walking away and walking right back. Walks right back to the officer. Now there's grabbing, physical confrontation, and they go to the ground. End up off screen over here. Now what happens, the next part doesn't really show anything, but you're going to hear the officer say, "Shots fired." The man had a gun in his waistband behind his hoodie. He reached back for his ID right next to the gun, made a decision to get the ID out and not the gun initially. You see the body language? The man was confrontational with the officer. He did argue, he did disagree. He was insulting to the officer. That's just words, right? Sticks and stones. But when he comes up and reaches and tries to grab at the taser, you don't give him 2 or 3 warnings. You need to take action immediately. Remember your distance. He was way too close. Remember the clothing. You can't shoot through heavy clothing and loose clothing. Suspect was able to walk back to the bathroom stall door, turn around, and come right back. You saw that. This is why in taser you got to pay attention. You got to be very careful. And you have to do a lot of what ifs. You have to do a lot of what if planning. If this, if that. If it's in the snow, if it's in the winter, if it's in the cold. All of these things. So think about that when you confront somebody, when you pull a taser out really quick, how close to the distance of that suspect are you? You need to be 10 to 12 feet for a good shock response, not 3 to 4 feet. Hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, share, and hit the red subscribe button. Thanks. See you soon.